Okay, so as a teacher, we've created the notebook, we've created activities, we've pushed some of those activities out to our students, and our students have done the initial work. Maybe they've worked through the first 4 or 5 pages of the notebook, and now we want to check in on them. We want to monitor their progress. We want to do some feedback, some assessment, and then we want to add more to the notebook. Let's take a look at how we do all of that with Kami. So as the teacher, I'll head to my Google Classroom and head to the assignment that has the notebook in it. From here, I'm simply going to choose Open with Kami as the teacher. This takes me to something called Class View. Class View is absolute magic. This is going to be where I can see all of my students working on their notebooks at one time. If I scroll from left to right, you will notice students' names up here at the top, and you'll see each of their notebooks. If I scroll up and down, we'll see all of the different pages of the notebook. Let me zoom out a little bit just to give you a little bit better perspective. So you can see, obviously, this is not the view or the zoom that we would use to do any kind of real assessment, but this gives you a sense of what it looks like, right? Now, it's important to point out that at the top here, I have a drop-down menu where I can change the way that the notebooks appear. So right now it's sorted from A to Z, first name, but I could change this to submission status, which then would allow me to see students who are still working. And then we would see the students who have turned in their work over here. So you've got flexibility in terms of how you look at student work as the teacher. So let's scroll down. We're going to go past the activities that students have done so far, and here we have a blank page. Now let's say that we want to set up this next activity for students. Remember, this is why we created these blank pages. So check this out. What we're going to do is head up to the top right, and there's a toggle switch. This toggle switch will let us switch over into editing mode. Let me click. This takes us to the template file of the assignment. So this is the file that all of the student copies were created from. So again, I'll scroll down past the activities students have done already. And now let me add some more work so that we can have students do the next steps. So I'm going to head up to this YouTube page, and I'm going to grab the link for this YouTube video. I'm going to hit copy, and then I'll come on back over to Kami. Now I'll head to Add Media and choose YouTube. Let's say that I want to create an opportunity for students to watch a video and then maybe do some comparing and contrasting. So I'll go ahead and paste that URL right in there. And if I take a look at this and see that this is almost a 5-minute video, and maybe they don't need to watch the whole thing, I can even do some trimming and just set it up where students are watching a portion of the video. Completely up to you. I'll hit Insert Video and put that at the top of the page. Then maybe I want to use a Venn diagram and encourage students to compare and contrast plant and animal cells. So what I can do is go down to Add Media again, and this time I'll choose graphic organizers. I can go up and grab the graphic organizer that I want, bring it and put it on the page. Just works like an image file, so I can stretch it out. I can add language to it at the top with a couple of text boxes. And when I'm happy with the way I have the activity set up, all I have to do is go up to the top right and choose Update All. It'll give me a quick reminder. This is going to go out to every student's copy. And I'm going to say, yes, please, and we'll hit Update. So this is the way that you can push out more activities on those blank pages to your students. Let's go look. We're going to go back up to this toggle switch, and look, it says we're going to switch to class view. So now every single student to whom you've assigned this notebook, they all have the new work to do. So that was pushing out new activities to the whole class. You could also use that same functionality to push out mass feedback to everyone. So if, for example, students were all working on something on this page and you wanted to add some additional instructions, you could do the same thing. You could use the toggle switch up here in the top right, head over to the template file, put some new updated instructions, add a video, anything like that, and then update all. So that feature is amazing for updating everyone's work, everyone's assignment at one time. Now, let's look at the power of Class View to give individualized feedback. I can always use the comment tool on the left to be able to give text comments, voice comments, video comments, or even screen capture comments in which I record my whole screen to show students how to do something. So if Amelia here isn't sure how to do something and she hasn't gotten started yet, I can actually head over to the comment tool to voice comment, and then I can record and say, hey, Amelia, it looks like you haven't gotten started on this page yet. If you have any questions, let me know, but you're going to use the select tool to drag and drop the boxes around to label the parts of the plant. So you can do this and give individual feedback to students along the way. You can also head down to a blank page and set up a feedback page for everyone. So let's head back up to the top right, use that toggle again, and now we'll go down below the page that has the Venn diagram on it, and we'll add a feedback chart. So what I'm going to do is head over to the left-hand side. There's an icon here that allows us to open our annotation bank. I'll click on this, and I'll head down to the feedback folder. From here, I have an image, a screenshot of a feedback page that I want to add. So as I drag it onto the page, at this point, I can use the select tool to move it around and put it where I'd like it. I could even make it larger and smaller if I needed to. And now we can hit update all again. Choose update here in the middle. And now this page will be on my entire class as well. Let's go back up to the top right to Class View. And you'll see now we have a wonderful area where we can add feedback for students. So let's go here to Leslie's page and we'll add a text box. So you could give individual feedback to students as necessary as well. Keep in mind that the feedback that the teacher has given Leslie was in writing. Some students will be able to understand and comprehend those written comments easily. Other students might understand verbal comments better. So always keep in mind that you can use the comment tool on the left-hand side to create a voice comment or a video comment. Hey, Margie, I really loved the strategies that you used when you were taking notes today. Keep it up. Margie, I noticed that you haven't finished the drag and drop activity yet. You'll want to make sure to finish that up before you move on to the other activities in the notebook. So there are a variety of options when you're giving feedback in Kami. There are also some fun options, like in the Add Media tool, there are stickers down at the bottom. You can grab any of the stickers and drag them onto a page. Feedback is quick and easy when you use all of the different tools in the Class View environment. So we've explored how we can take an activity and push it out to every single student in our class using the ability to publish changes and edit the template file. We've also taken a look at how we can give individual feedback to students along the way using Class View as well. Keep in mind that if you need to add differentiated follow-up activities to each individual notebook for different students, you can do that as well. So for example, maybe Amelia didn't define these words appropriately in that first activity. Or maybe when Leslie was watching the plant and animal video, she didn't really understand the comparing and contrasting that was done in that Venn diagram. So the entire class view environment with published changes and all of the interactivity here really provides teachers with a wide range of options for differentiating, for increasing interactivity and engagement and accessibility for students. If you have any questions regarding the interactive digital notebook process using Kami, we hope that you won't hesitate to reach out to us. We appreciate you watching this video. Thanks so much.